Now to a story you'll see only on CBS 12.
Just the nasty and knowing that they're there, the smell, thinking of rabies.
People in one local neighborhood say an infestation at one house is driving them batty. Bats have taken over and no one has a good idea about how to get rid of them. But it's what the tiny winged animals leave behind that's causing the big stink. CBS 12's John Bachman live now in Port St. Lucie with a story you'll see only on CBS 12. John?
Well, hey guys, we want to show you something that just started happening. Now, these bats are coming back to this house that they moved into after a long night of eating insects. But it's not just the bats that have people out here concerned. It's what they are leaving behind. Their waste that has everyone so upset, and these bats aren't likely going anywhere for quite some time. It's a wonder of nature you can almost set your watch by. Thousands of Brazilian free-tailed bats heading out for dinner.
They just swarm out around dusk. They just start swarming out.
Only this isn't nature. It's Michelle Botterbush's backyard. Next door, actually, and she's had enough of these bats.
Just the nasty and knowing that they're there, the smell, thinking of rabies.
The smell, well, it's about the same as stale cat urine. The bats have also decorated the walls of their new home with feces. And while the risk of rabies is quite small, neighbor Barry Wood says something needs to be done.
Seeing them come down and swooping at just the whole sky filled with bats, it's kind of a scary situation, actually, when you first look at it.
The bats are fairly common here and are protected because they help control the mosquito population. They slip under the Spanish tiles that adorn so many South Florida roofs and make themselves at home. But the bats are the only ones living here. Neighbors say this home is in foreclosure, and even if there were somebody to pay for the removal, bat expert David Diaz says they'd just come back unless this house was completely sealed off.
They're going to stay as close as possible. Usually the body of water is where you find them, golf courses.
Meaning all the nearby homeowners would also have to seal off their roofs, which not everyone can afford to do.
It's tedious work is what it is.
So right now, with few options, neighbors sit every night and watch the bats take off, wishing they would fly far, far away. Well, so it looks like the bats will be here until somebody decides to buy this house. Now, it costs about $1,000 to remove the bats and then another couple $100 to bat-proof each house on this block. So the folks out here living in this neighborhood on St. James are looking for a lot of help to get rid of this bat problem. Live in Port St. Lucie, John Bachman, CBS 12 News. Liz?